So, how do we want to start this?
I think just like that.
Perfect. So I'm William.
I'm Greg.
And together, we decided to go racing.
What do we call ourselves, Will?
I don't know, what do we call ourselves?
I don't know. ID Racing, I think?
Yeah, you know what? That rings a bell. I think we are ID Racing.
So what do we have in front of us here, Will?
Well, we have, well, I'm not going to admit this wasn't the first car, but this is the first field car.
But what's so special about this first field car, Will?
Well, it's junk.
How did we junk it, Will?
I don't know. How did you junk it?
She hit 280. And I'm not talking miles an hour.
And she got a little hot on us at one of the races, and yeah, it didn't survive.
Nope. So what are we doing tonight, Will?
We're making it disappear in pieces. We're going to pull the cage out, save it for his new car. I got a cage in my car, so he started this whole thing, getting into it, and well, it was way too much fun for me to stand around in the pits and just watch, so I built the car, but we'll do an introduction on that car later on.
Well, without further ado,
Might as well
get tearing the stone.
Might as well get at her. Pitter patter.
Let's get at it.
Were we gonna save that door?
No.
Hold on. Are you sure you got all the bolt? No, you missed the bolt.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Did I miss the bolt on both sides?
Yeah, you missed 2 bolts.
Just throw a 13.
Hey, you didn't want to keep that fender, did you?
No.
You sure you didn't want to hang it on the wall?
No.
It's a little late. Hey!
I like to live. You can keep the door if you want.
Maybe not.
Oh, I forgot about.
So, what'd you find in that door?
I found a brick.
You know you're not supposed to take the racetrack with you.
That's what they get for charging me an entry fee.
Well, we have successfully made a convertible. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging the convertible with the cage sticking out the top. So we're making some good progress here. We got a decent amount done. We got the roof off. Got all the wiring that we were gonna save out of it. The rest of it is junk. So we'll send that to the yard with the rest of it. We're getting ready here to pull the cage out, pull the seat with the harnesses, and once that's out, I think that's pretty well all we're gonna take off of this thing. We got tires and rims once we scrap it. We got the fuel cell out. Made some room to get it out, made it a little easier. They welded the brackets in, and the way they made those, there wasn't quite enough room to fit it out with this deck lid in place. So we got that out of the way, got that pulled out. you can see the abuse this car took. To be fair, it had some abuse before we got it, and then we ended up taking and putting in a little crash structure around the fuel cell, so when it got hit in the rear, it wouldn't take out the cell. Yeah, she took some pretty good abuse over the, what, 2 races?
2 races.
2 races, this one went. Yeah, the next car that he's got in the works, that thing should last a little bit longer than 2 races.
Not the way I drive.
Then we're gonna pull the radiator protector out there. We'll save that for the next car, and yeah.
You want to pull the fan out of it?
Yeah, we should pull the fan. And then we're also gonna save the hood. So this car did not have a hood when we got it. So we quick made a little box tubing frame, some sheet metal, and then she was having some problems overheating. So when you gotta have a hood, you just bolt the fan to the top of the hood, and that'll keep it cool, right?
Right.
Yeah, so we're gonna get the cage unbolted. They got it bolted in, so we don't even have to cut any welds. We'll end up having to cut the cage when we get it to the next car, but yeah, we'll figure that out when we start building the next car. And you guys will have to stay tuned to see what the next car is and see how we build it.
Ooh.
What do you got to say? You ready for the new car?
I'm very ready.
I'm excited.
Now this is a Hooters car, stripped down to nothing.
Push me around some!
No.
You know that the scene that comes in my head is that comedian, what's his name?
You know what I think of?
Oh.
That scene from Tommy Boy? No, there's a...
Comedian Ron White, when he's talking about his private jet. I'll keep that thing in the bankruptcy. I'll be sitting in the back and I'll be going, push me around some! Push me around!
It's a movie where they torture... Oh, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
The radio still works.
I think your radio's missing.
It's in there. You just gotta dig further. See, it's got this anti-theft device where you gotta reach in and change the channel.
Well, you see, good news is, sir, we found the problem with your car.
What's that?
It ain't got no gas in it.
I got no wires in it.
And you may also have a bad head gasket. I mean, we had to do some disassembly to figure it out, but nothing we can't fix in a couple days.
How much further you want to go in with this thing?
I think we'll pull the seat out, and then I'll call that yard tomorrow and see if they'll take it.
Sounds good. Hey, well.
Yeah.
No, I think you're going to hear some road noise going on the road.
Is it too late to say no?
What are you doing there with that thing?
I don't know. So, we got pretty well everything out of this car we're going to save to use for the next car. And I think we got a problem.
So this is the feed line from the oil pressure gauge going to the oil pressure gauge from the engine, and we got a little milkshake coming out of it. So if there's any concern on why we're getting a new car, besides the rust, this is kind of the seal.
Let's check the oil here once. What does that look like? Ah, ha 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 ha.
It's all oily, and there's definitely some metallic in there. This engine's cooked. What we've got here is a 1993 Grand Am. It's not a GT, so you'll save on insurance, but as you can see, it's a one owner, grandma car, never used and abused. She's only got 50,000 miles on the odometer, and she purrs like a kitten. Come pick it up today at ID Motors.
Well, thanks for joining us in the shop here tonight. We got this car stripped and pretty well ready, I think, to start building a new car.
I think so.
You excited?
Oh, very. I'm excited for anything that actually runs.
Something that actually drives decent, lasts more than 2 races.
Yes.
I'm excited to see where these cars go. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next video.
See you guys.